nerds, what's up? Thanks for joining us today to talk about, of course, One Piece Season 2. And I'm joined by the One Piece superfan, Merphy. Hi, Merphy. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
People loved when we talked about Season 1, so we're back.
We're
to
back.
talk Season 2. We're back.
Let's do it. So,
on the
opening
off chance...
question.
Wait, what's your question?
Did you like it as well as Season 1?
No.
Okay.
No, easy no.
Easy
no.
Significantly less?
No, I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it.
Okay. But it didn't turn you into a mega fan.
Well, Season 1,
I know.
I just love, but Season 2.
Okay, if your level of enjoyment, your level of enjoyment of Season 2 were your level of enjoyment of Season 1, would you have dressed as Kobe for Halloween?
Well, first of all, Kobe wasn't even in it, but no, definitely not.
What do you mean? Oh.
I mean, he wasn't in Season 2 very much.
He was a little, but you know what I mean? I mean, that level of excitement.
I get it. No, for sure not. I don't think either me and my husband both felt the same about Season 2. It was only okay compared to Season 1.
Okay. Did you feel that way the whole way through or just at the very end?
The whole way through, mostly. The end was actually the best part.
Interesting. The end was my least favorite part.
Oh gosh, we gotta talk about this. Okay, wait. Before we dive in case anyone's here for the first time, Murphy's a big fan. I saw the Netflix Season 1 first before I read anything. So my experience was Netflix first. Then I read East Blue. And then I waited and didn't read anymore and watched Season 2 first. And then I read Baroque Works. I just feel like that's important context for people as we talk.
Definitely.
That I saw first, read after.
Yes. So the live action made you a One Piece fan, and you're continuing with watching first and then reading.
Watching first and then reading. So yeah, to get back into that was going to be my thing. Yeah, I just didn't enjoy as much. But so when I was reading, I ended up, I think we watched to episode 6 maybe. And then I just started reading the manga kind of concurrently. I was like, well, we're up to episode 6, so I can just read. And it was after I gone through the first 3 volumes, I was like, we're almost caught up in the show. So that's when I messaged you and was like, hey,
yeah,
is Season 2 not all of Baroque Works?
No.
And you were like, no, you got to stop at chapter 149. So that actually, I wish I would have known that before going into the season.
Sure.
Because I think that's why I disliked it so much, because I historically have a problem when they cut things in half. Books get cut in half, anything gets cut in half, you destroy the natural story arc.
Sure. That makes sense.
I think that's why. I'm wondering if I will view Season 2 more favorably once I've seen Season 3.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I could see that. I feel like in the fandom, though, this isn't a hot take. I think that as far as Alabasta goes, when we think about Alabasta, we think about the second half. We don't think about the island hopping. We don't think about all the beginning.
Okay. So it was the worst part of the whole whole arc.
There are elements that I think are much improved in the live action.
Oh, really? I have a few that I think are improved as well.
Okay. But your son was right.
Say,
didn't your son tell you that you stopped right before the best part of Alabasta?
You told me that?
Your son.
Oh, no, my son did. Yeah, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, he was right.
Yeah, so my son begged to read One Piece, and I was like, I guess it's actually fine. The live action isn't appropriate for him because it's more violent on screen, I feel like, and there's a lot of swearing. But the manga is pretty clean. So I was like, sure. He friggin' raced through it. He read all of the volumes I own. So I guess I only own up to 18 in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, oh, Mom, the best part literally of the whole thing is after you stopped. And
he's right.
And he has none of the context. He wouldn't say that just to troll me. He was like, why did you stop? It's the best. I was like, so I actually, we'll see if if I hold that, because I'm just so tempted to finish. I have my little, where did it go? I have my bookmark is still in there. I'm just like, you know what? I might just finish it off.
Really? You're going to go manga first?
Maybe, because I just he keeps teasing me with it. And I just kind of want to know what it is.
You'll be introduced to this day, still one of my top One Piece villains.
Who is?
Well, you're going to be introduced to him.
Oh, who I'm going to be introduced to. Okay. Yeah, so I think some of the problems I had with season, now there was bright spots. So I'm going to have a lot of positive to say about it too. But just if we're talking about the negatives, I just didn't feel there was as much emotional weight. Like knowing the main characters' backstories and then how it culminated really just told a full story where I didn't necessarily like I kept feeling that it was disjointed.
Okay.
Like I didn't feel that same connection. And I think partly it's because they introduced so many characters. And my hot take is they should have gotten rid of like half the Baroque Works agents in the live action.
And they already did get rid of like half.
I know, but like mostly I know this. Okay, this is going to be a hot take, but they should have gotten rid of and I'm not going to remember their names because they're all like numbers and days of the week. They should have gotten rid of 60s Girl and
60s
Booger
Girl.
Bomb and 60s Girl.
Is 60s Girl Miss Valentine the one that can change her weight, her kilos?
Yes.
Okay.
We're in a 60s dress, in my opinion. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe not.
I got you.
I felt like their inclusion ended up not actually forwarding the story a whole bunch. I found them not super interesting on screen. And I found Cowboy Hat Lady way more interesting.
Okay.
Like how I know none of their names. Absolutely ridiculous.
Miss Sunday? No, Miss Wednesday? Miss Wednesday?
She was way more interesting.
Tripping on that one.
I quite loved oh my gosh, this is actually really bad. My name, Vivi.
Yes.
Right?
You like Vivi?
Yeah, loved her. Thought she was great. I actually quite liked her partner too, even though he's kind of obnoxious. Like I think he did it in a great way. I just felt like overall we had so many villains that took up a lot of screen time that I think could have done other stuff. Mostly I'm just mad at Netflix. Like give them 12 episodes and let them just do the whole thing.
Yes. I couldn't agree more.
It's just like, why are we doing this?
Especially because season 1 was such a success.
Yes.
You know we're going to watch season 2. Just let them do it.
Do 12. I mean, shocking. I don't think they'd ever give them 16 episodes. But 12 episodes, I think there's stuff they could have cut out from this first 8 and then probably continued the rest. So it's just like, give them 12 episodes and let them do the whole arc because you feel that it's not a full story.
Sorry, I'm writing down notes of things that I want to ask you about.
Okay.
I get what you're saying, and I do agree. I wish they would have just done the whole thing. Do you think it's like budgeting? Do you think that's why?
I think TV's broken. I think TV's just broken and they don't know how to do anything. Like, I mean, I get it's an expensive show, but my problem is I feel like the people making the money decisions just have zero creative foresight because if they had the thought, cutting a story in half isn't as strong narratively. And also, it will cost more money in the long run to make 2 seasons out of the material than 1. So I don't understand it. Like, if you're going to make 2 seasons out of Baroque Works, 16 episodes, just give them 12 episodes.
Yeah. No, you're right. I guess it's just Netflix being stubborn about their structure and for really no good reason.
That's how I feel. I just think, I don't know. I just doesn't make any sense to me.
It would have taken a lot longer to film, though. We would have been like looking at 2028.
Well, they've got to stop freaking waiting until the season comes out to film.
Yeah.
This is just like, we can't go into how much TV is broken today, but it's just like One Piece is the most famous, like successful anime of all time with a known rabid fan base.
Yeah.
You can't greenlight it for 3 seasons off the bat. You can't give it a chance for just even 2 measly seasons just right off the bat. Like,
tell them.
Leave me with that. Like, it's not some unknown, untested thing. Although, we could take risks every once in a while. Artistic risks.
Can we though?
I don't know. Okay, also, this is like, it's so hot. So just know that I showed my Kobe love and it's too hot for the room. I just it's making me so overheated.
No, I think you're absolutely right though. This season would have been much, much better if we could have just done the full thing. And it's possible that we lost some fans because we showed a fractured arc like that.
I think so. And I don't think it was bad enough though. Like I feel if we're pretending that world where this had been the first season, I don't think I would have been a super fan. I don't necessarily think I would have even read the manga, but I think I would have tuned in for season 2 is my guess.
I would have liked season 3.
Yeah. Well, now I do. based on like my son being like the best thing happened after, and just knowing it's the end of the arc is my prediction is that it'll be very good and we'll
Yeah.
hit those emotional highs again.
Yes. You'll also meet one of my favorite side characters of the entire series in the second
Oh,
half. Yeah, like
okay.
you've got some highs, and it's like a really abstract character that no one cares about, but you'll get it. I'll explain it to
I
you.
mean, I dressed
You'll
up as
understand.
Kobe for Halloween, where people like actively asked while I was dressed up, so I probably will like them too.
Yeah, you probably will. Okay, so let's go through some Baroque works. So Miss Valentine and Mr. something were Booger Guy were gone.
Yeah.
We're cutting them. What about
So I want to just say one thing there. Like, I just think a lot of characters works better when you're reading something. So like when I was reading the manga, a lot of characters didn't bother me at all. Like I think it worked very well. I just think that element doesn't necessarily translate as well when you only have 8 episodes on screen.
mhm.
So I have
Yeah.
no problem with their inclusion in the manga. I'm like, oh yeah, it makes sense to meet all of these Baroque work agents. It's
Okay.
like interesting, but it just didn't translate to me.
Mm-hmm. Did you still not like them when Usopp had his moment with Miss Valentine beating him to a pulp and them tricking Booger Guy into setting the wax on fire?
Yeah, I just think they like someone else could have done that. However, I will say this season did make me a believer in Usopp. That was the most positive thing about the season is I felt like he was way less annoying this season and I bought
Oh, you
more
got him
into
annoying last season.
Oh yeah, I told you he was my least favorite.
Yes, well, mine too, but I didn't know he was all the way too annoying.
I mean, I found him annoying. I didn't know if it was like bad acting or not. And so like, I don't know if the actor is acting better, if they're giving him better stuff to say. But I feel like this season I believed more this idea of like, I don't know. I found it more fun, his like embellishment and storytelling. I felt like it made more sense in the context of his character for whatever reason this season. I particularly liked his relationship with the Giants and his whole thing about their honor. Like I thought that worked really well for his arc. So it kind of made me like a believer. I'm not saying he's still my least favorite, but I don't find him annoying anymore.
I think they did give him better lines with like that. Remember when he was with Nami and Nami was encouraging him to go call his girl and he was encouraging her to get the book so that she could start writing her own maps and all that. Like I think they gave him more, and too also at the very end with Vivi and him trying to invent stuff, try to do something, figure out something to do. I think they gave him a lot of little moments that made him feel like a real character instead
100%.
of instead of just like a shtick.
And in fact, I actually think they did it better in the live action. I didn't feel that same connection to him in the manga, although that might be coming because we only got half the story. But I felt like they gave him such good, like you said, grounding moments where since he wasn't just kind of stupid all the time, you were like, oh, this is how he's contributing.
Yes.
And this is how he's growing to the team. So then it also made his funny moments make more sense contextually.
Yes, absolutely. So what about Mr. 3? Wax Guy.
I liked him as a villain.
Okay, good. I mean,
is that good?
You should.
Okay, I think that was my big thing is I remember when we watched that episode, I think that one was 2 episodes with Zach, I said, this is why the other villains have fallen so flat. Like he feels like someone I'm invested in, whereas like I just never got invested in Miss Valentine and Booger Bomb Guy. So I feel like that was even more of a contrast for me. It was like, well, he's just so much more interesting as a villain. So like I was totally on board. Once we got to those, I was like, oh, that sequence of 2 episodes, I think was good. I really enjoyed it.
Good. Yeah. I think he was like the best of the Baroque works. He was so theatrical and like
100%
disturbing. But I also felt that way about Miss Golden Week, the one with the paint.
Yeah, now she's quite creepier in the live action.
So much creepier.
I was really surprised when I was reading the manga. I was like, oh, she's kind of nothing in the manga. Much scarier.
They made her insane in the live action. Well, they buggied her. Like Buggy is goofy, funny to laugh at. And in the live action, they went, what if there's a crazy clown? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, so I quite liked that change. Again, I'm watching show first, so that's like where it's coming. So I found her kind of boring in the manga because I was like, oh, there's not a lot there. So I think them combined, yeah, they were just better. I will say, it's like I only marked 2 things when I was reading that were that important to me. So, I was trained as a civil engineer. And so when there's a live episode where the wax guy says, "My wax is stronger than steel," and then they smash Usopp's head against it and it starts to crack, I am filled with rage because steel doesn't crack. They could say it was as strong as concrete if they want. It makes no sense. He would be dead. I literally was furious.
Good nitpick. I haven't heard anyone say that.
You haven't? It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I was so angry. But guess what? That is not what happens in the manga. I marked it. It actually makes sense in the manga because they don't crack his head against it.
Yeah.
They like blow it up and melt it. He like slice it. Anyway, it's fixed
Amazing.
in the manga. So I just feel like the manga needs that on it, that they didn't break the laws of physical reality. Which actually all of One Piece breaks the laws of physical reality. But there's a level of breaking physical reality. Steel is still steel in the One Piece world, is all I'm saying.
Okay.
So the manga did that better.
No, that's okay. That's hilarious. Okay. So
not to get you distracted, we really had to talk about that because I was furious.
This is the last Baroque Works character I want to ask you about. Miss All Sunday, who I couldn't remember if it was Sunday or Wednesday, which was ridiculous of me. Miss All Sunday is the girl with the cowboy hat.
Great.
What is it that makes her really appealing to you?
Honestly, I think it was literally just her presence on screen.
Yeah.
So I think it was just like, oh, she has like we were introduced to this really powerful power that she has. I hate that I just said powerful power. An intriguing power, like right off the bat.
Yeah.
And you kind of don't know her motivations. And I just thought that was interesting how she pops in and how the characters interact with her. More from a perspective of like, okay, you gave me her. And then you gave me Vivi and her partner, who's Mr.
Nine. Is that right?
Mr. Nine.
It's on with the crown.
Yeah. Crown Boy. And then it's like now you have Miss Valentine and Booger Guy, and then you have 3, and then you have Warple, and then you have, and it was just like a lot. Whereas like the first season, there's people, but it's mostly like Buggy and Fish Dude.
Arlong.
Cannot, like, it's called Arlong Park. Can't believe I forgot that.
Okay.
Arlong. So I just felt like in the first season, they were such villains with such presence. Yeah. It's hard to replace it with just like a ton of side characters. I just wish they kind of focused it more for only 8 episodes because you have so much.
No, I get it.
I don't think it's all like she's incredible. I just was like, oh, she's just more interesting than the other people. So if I had to choose one, it would be her and Mr. 3.
Yeah, I mean, her just walking down the corridor snapping everyone's neck is pretty much enough to make you go, okay, well, should we pay attention to her maybe?
What's going on? And like she's clearly connected to the larger Baroque Works.
Yes.
So it feels like the plot is moving forward more when she's on screen. So.
Yeah, definitely. Did you like Zoro's fight?
Well, duh.
Okay. I don't know. We have too many Baroque Works, but Zoro had to fight them all.
No, but they're not trying to make me care about those characters. Those are nameless characters.
Yeah.
Right. So I do supposedly the actor fought that it had to be like 100 people because that's what's in the manga. It had to be 100 people.
Yeah, he insisted on it. He was like, the fans will count. We need to make sure
it has to be 100. No, that was a great scene. Yeah, so there was a lot of great individual moments. Again, it was really about the arc. I felt like we weren't just moving necessarily anywhere. Like obviously, although I did actually read the whale thing before I saw it because I accidentally just kept reading, if you remember, because it was like in the East Blue, and then I stopped. So I actually already knew about that part, and I think they did a great job with that part.
Good. That was the episode that made me cry.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I didn't cry. It was pretty good though. Nothing's reached the height of the hat, but I'm sure little will, but maybe later. So yeah, I don't know what we were talking about, but
I think we're done talking about Baroque Works.
Okay.
What did you think about the Zoro Luffy fight? When they fed Luffy lots.
Oh yeah.
Fought the Baroque Works. In the manga,
kind of
specifically.
Unmemorable. I feel like.
Okay.
Yeah, why? Am I supposed to have huge feelings about it? I don't know.
You don't have to. That's the one that I was like, they got rid of it in the live action. Yes, because I hate that fight. Because
Oh, okay.
I don't
Where
think
I
like
thought you were
Luffy would
saying,
turn
because
on
in the live
himself.
action, there's a little bit of a fight, isn't there?
What are you referring to? Is it like bickering?
Bickering.
Okay. No,
No,
well,
then I
sure.
totally agree with you. The fight in the I thought we were talking about the live action. It's
Sorry, in the manga.
unmemorable. In the manga, it goes on forever and it makes no sense.
Yes, that is the correct opinion.
So I'm so glad they axed it.
Yes, me too. Because Luffy would not turn on his own. I don't care how food motivated he is, he would not turn on his own.
Never. And in fact, I love how that comes across with Paint Lady, because
Yes.
that's the whole crux of it there, which is what makes that episode so good, because that's the fun of Luffy's character.
Mm-hmm.
Is how he
Yes.
gets people committed even when they don't want to be.
Right. Right. And he would ask Zoro questions, not like cut him off and tell him, no, you're not allowed to explain yourself.
Yeah, it was, the whole thing was really bizarre.
Yeah, it was very bizarre. Okay, so that's like, that was the biggest thing that I was like, good.
Because otherwise, I mean, they cut way less this time because they have 2 seasons to cover it. Like, I feel like it was pretty on. I will say, like, also the manga just did a little better job of explaining Warple and Drum Island. We were a little lost when we were watching the live action.
Sure.
We were like, what's happening with the doctors? Like, and I want to be clear, we do not watch, like, we are not second screen viewers. Our phones aren't in the room. We're like fully watching. And I feel like we're not idiots. And we were just kind of like, I don't, like, what is happening with the doctors? Like, why aren't they here? Whereas, like, in the manga, I just feel like it was explained a lot better.
Yes. Okay,
So
I got you.
they get a point for that.
Okay. So, okay, but it was just that he took the doctors. That's the only part that.
Well, it was kind of like everything. We were just a little confused. Like, we got the crux of it. I feel like it was just a little bit clearer in the manga what was happening. Like, I understood Vivi's dad and his argument and all that stuff, but I didn't really understand what he had done to Drum Island, basically. It was like, what did he actually do?
Right. But
it was fine. I didn't need to understand that. I just kind of wanted to understand it.
Right. No, that's actually really unfortunate, because the fact that Wapol abandoned his country and left them to fend for themselves and to rot and like look at the condition that they're in, and the fact that Vivi has been away from her country for so long, you know, like that you should have felt the impact of her looking around at Drum Island and thinking, oh no, what condition is my home in?
Oh, 100% not. Like, that did not come through the live action.
So unfortunate.
Like, it was a little confusing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I feel like something just got lost in translation. I was glad when I read the manga that it kind of solidified what was happening.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I do think they cast the old doctor. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I should have written everyone's
It's okay.
down. Who is
this is great for me because I'm so bad with names and I'm like winning right
I'll make you look better.
Yeah, exactly.
She, I thought, was better in the live action.
Okay. Just because you love the actress, or what did the
I think the actress brought something really great to it. I just feel like she was a vibe, and I think I also liked how they connected her to the guard guy in the Netflix adaptation.
Dalton.
Yes, they had a really cool moment that's not in the manga, and I got really attached to that moment. Like, that was actually a moment that made me feel a lot for the first time in the season, and then it like wasn't in the manga, and I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's interesting. I didn't remember that she didn't have anything with Dalton in the manga.
I mean, she might have, but it wasn't that scene.
Yeah,
like where they were doing that.
Did you like Dalton?
Yeah, I really like Dalton.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Yeah, I really liked him. That's what I was thinking. Like, that's why I think the end of the season, I'm actually really interested to hear why you didn't like the end of the season. I think like Dalton's whole storyline, and you know, when Luffy is carrying Nami up the mountain, and the rest of the crew's down, and we have that moment with Usopp saying, you know, like, do something, and with Zoro, I feel like a lot of the character interactions in the last couple episodes finally felt like the character interactions from the first season.
Yeah,
I connected to those episodes. Even the change in the live action that I quite liked, that like Nami didn't know Luffy took her coat, I think is actually like slightly funnier than in the manga when she gives him the coat.
You're right.
Like
Okay.
all of that just felt really a return to form, which is why I felt a little bit more connected.
Interesting.
To the last few episodes.
So Little Garden, I thought they had a lot of interaction.
So Little Garden I did like Little Garden a lot as well, right? That's with all the stuff. I liked that a lot as well. So it was kind of like, I didn't love the first few episodes. Little Garden was a high, then we kind of went down, and then the last few episodes were the emotional peaks for me.
We're like,
why did you hate the end of the season? Why did you hate the end of the season?
So I didn't hate the end of the season. Okay. It's just the lowest point for me, but I still thought it was good. So the beginning of the season is like love.
Emotional high.
Hops. Like we got Buggy back. We got the chaos of the circus. We got the execution stand, which is such a significant moment. And I thought like I really liked the way that they did all that. We got the fight with Smoker and Dragon, which
yes, it's a great fight.
Awesome.
It's a great fight.
It's a great fight. Smoker's abilities in the live action look so cool.
They're great. I will say it. Smoker is an intriguing character.
Yeah. And then I loved Laboon's episode. It was my favorite episode of the season. I loved Little Garden. I enjoyed Baroque Works. It was probably a little bit of a dip, but not by a lot. And then there's a lot that I loved about Drum Island, but I had more complaints with Drum Island. Like there were more dips in those episodes than the others. So it just ends up being a little bit lower.
But like what? Give me specifics.
Okay. So I love Chopper and Here Look.
Okay.
Amazing characters, amazing relationship, amazing bond. I despise the trope of I'm going to hurt you so that I can protect you. And, 100%. And I was so irritated that they used it so hard because like Chopper's been rejected his entire life. He's been isolated. He doesn't feel like he has any sort of home with humans or with animals. You took him in, you became his family. You healed him physically and emotionally. And then it sucks that you're going to die. It sucks that he has to grieve. That's really hard. Why do you think making him believe that you were never wanted, you're unloved, and in fact, if you ever find someone like me again, they'll probably just go ahead and reject you too. Like, why would you leave him with that trauma? Why do you think that's better?
Yeah, it was stupid. I agree with you.
It's really dumb.
Stupid. Yeah, I won't disagree at all. I thought it was really stupid.
So I hated that scene. I thought it was really bad. I also don't love hybrid Chopper when he's like a human.
Oh my gosh. Zach and I said, you can't put that in the live action. I understand that it's in the manga. It's nightmare inducing. It is horrible. Why would they do that?
Why would they keep his voice like that?
It's
at least change the voice.
No, you have to get rid of it. It can't be in the live action. Like it doesn't matter. It can't be in the live action. No. I've never agreed with you more. I'm talking just emotional. No, that was horrific.
Yep. Okay, good. Some of the worst Baroque Works characters, or no, wait, they weren't Baroque Works, were they? Some of the worst henchmen, I think, are in those episodes. Like, I do not like Wapul's henchmen at all.
No, except the fight was kind of fun, though.
The fight was fun. The choreography was fun.
So I'll forgive that. Like, I really had a good time with that fight from beginning to end.
Kling, come on. Like, I don't care.
Okay, first of all, you can't talk about, like, you have someone who has boogers that explode.
I don't like the booger thing either. Okay, I love the actor, but I do not like the. I hate that ability.
He did the best he could with what he had. It's nothing against the actor. It's a horrible ability. That's why it's a Chopper. Axe him. You don't need him.
It's so bad, and we find out later on that the booger ability you don't. And in fact, we actually find out in the live action because he uses earwax to blow up the
but it's all bodily stuff.
It's all bodily stuff. But saliva. Use saliva next time.
No,
use your tears.
I say it's all gone. I'm just saying, like, you've got to let Oda just do what he wants. There's gonna if you have a chop fruit and Warple eats like a eat anything for, I don't even know what that is.
Munch fruit. Yeah.
Munch fruit. You've got to let there be
A
a
booger
booger
fruit.
fruit. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Hmm.
And I also didn't care for the monsters at the end fighting and then coming back to their humanity. I think it's on theme, you know, with Chopper being a monster and all that, but I just like it didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, that makes sense. I felt fine with that. I was surprised that like none of that was in the manga. So that kind of surprised me. I think neutrally about it.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of interesting. I like that it kind of showed us Dalton taking command and stuff because I liked him.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I agree with like all of those criticisms. I think it's just because with Chopper and the characters, I was finally seeing like some emotional stuff that I hadn't seen,
Yeah, definitely.
which felt good.
Yeah.
Also in the manga, it explained why Chopper could like turn into human a little bit better. We were just like, that came out of nowhere for us. And we were just like, what is this demon from the 7th layer
Why are we doing this?
of hell? Like, we was so scary. At least, and then he was like a reindeer. We were like, what's happening? So I now know there's levels, but like it
Yes.
definitely should have been written out. It's horrific. And I really don't want to see it again. Am I gonna have to?
I mean, it's part of his character.
Oh gosh. But maybe they'll take
better.
He just should always stay little and cute. They could rewrite it.
He just looks like a fur. He looks like someone in a Superman costume with fur on it.
And it's the nose. The blue nose and the like sort of human face. It's horrible. It was like the first time, like I know One Piece is crazy. It was the first time we looked at each other and we're like, maybe One Piece can't be made into live action. Like something so cursed when they come out of animation.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah. That
it kind of ruins any of the moments because it's supposed to be a dramatic moment and it's hilarious. Anyway. No.
Did you like that that Hiraluk was the pirate that he was like talking about all that time?
Wait, what?
So Hiraluk, he was telling Chopper, you know, Chopper's like, what's a pirate? And he's telling him about the dreams and ambitions of a pirate. He tells him about the person who saw the cherry blossoms.
I see what you're saying. That wasn't a reveal to me. I knew it the second he told that story.
No kidding. Okay.
It just seemed so obvious. It was like, oh, he's telling a story about himself.
Okay. Okay.
I was confused because I just like that wasn't a reveal to me.
Gotcha. No problem.
I don't know. I immediately was like, oh, he's talking about himself.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you were right. He was. No, it's okay. I mean, very quickly we see that Chopper has a Jolly Roger, and you know you can easily.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, oh, okay, this was always about him. Yeah. How did you feel about the actors who joined the cast? Like, did you think anyone was really miscast, or did you generally like everybody?
Are you specifically asking about people who were close to the crew, like Vivi?
Yeah, like Vivi's a big one, but anyone. I mean, generally anyone that had a big enough role to care about.
Okay. I don't think so. I think Hiraluk, Mr. 3, and Crocus were all perfect. Like the best castings of the season.
I thought Mr. 3 was such a nailed casting.
Who was?
So good. Mr. 3.
Mr. 3. Absolutely.
He did such a good job.
Yes, but I can't think of anyone. Oh, I guess Brogy wasn't great.
Who's Brogy?
So Dory and Brogy are the two giants.
Oh, duh. I'm back.
No, that's okay. So there was Dory, who I want to have you for lunch or dinner.
Yeah. I'm back.
Okay.
I agree with you. Dory was way more screen presence.
He was very expressive and emotive, like he was there. And Brogy was a little bit more like reading the lines.
Yeah. I agree. He wasn't as important, so I feel like it was okay.
Yeah,
because
it really didn't upset me at all. Yeah.
But yeah, because I thought the casting was good again. I think that's one of the things it does the best is I feel like they get really good actors who take it very seriously. I just think that's the big thing. There's so much absurdity happening that if it wasn't being taken seriously, you would be able to tell. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. Was there anyone that was a down for you, or like was it all everybody was great?
I feel like for the most part, I'm trying to think. I feel like there was no one. There might be people that were only okay, but the standouts to me were for sure Mr. 3. And I wouldn't say Vivi's a standout. I thought she did very good at what she was. Like, I was invested in her character and I was glad to have her along. So I feel like that's all you need. I don't think her character is necessarily as interesting as the rest of the crew.
Sure.
Like, maybe not as full of personality
Mm-hmm.
as the rest of the crew. But I really liked her moment in the snow with Luffy when she gets shot. There's that whole thing about when she like kneels and stuff. I thought that was like such a good moment.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, I thought it was all pretty good. I am a little nervous. Here's my. I'm a little nervous as our crew keeps expanding because I still feel the most connected to like the primary crew.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, are we going to really start dividing time? Because like, and maybe I will love it. Like maybe it'll convince me, but I'm like a little nervous because I still feel so much more connected to our main people.
Yeah. So is Vivi an official Straw Hat to you?
I don't
Like,
know.
are you like, you're staying forever?
I don't think so,
Okay.
but she's definitely a member we're focusing on right now. I don't know. I don't know if she's going to be permanent. I'm still like up in the air, but she was more permanent this season than I expected.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's like she's going to be there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little nervous about Chopper being a permanent member, not because he's not awesome. It's literally just the CGI of it all.
Yep.
Just makes me a little nervous.
Yep. A very reasonable concern.
Like, the story was great. I'm so on board with all of that. It's just the CGI.
Yeah. So something I really liked about, and I didn't talk about this, I did videos on the live action. I didn't talk about this because I don't think very many people will care, but I think you will care.
Okay. Yes.
Something that I really, really appreciated about Vivi was her relationship with Nami. Because so often in modern day media, we have to have like women pitted against each other or competitiveness or like, hey, I'm the only girl on the crew, you know, cattiness, all that kind of stuff. And or if it's like, if you try to do girl friendship, then a lot of times it's just very hollow or it's very like it doesn't land. But this landed for me. Seeing Nami take Vivi under her wing the way that she did, and every time they have a crew moment, she's the one that's constantly explaining things to her or telling her to trust Luffy or like just keeping her close and being the big sister. And I just thought that it seemed really authentic. It didn't seem try hard and it didn't seem unnecessarily petty. Like it struck me just right.
Oh, I 100% agree. I thought of it more too of like Nami has a sense of like, oh, finally,
Yes.
like you're here and you're normal and thank gosh you're here.
Yes.
And I'm 100%. I agree. I really loved how it, you just don't get any of that dynamic at all, which can just get really tiresome for me.
So tiresome. And it's not like it never happens. It's just like, there are other ways that women relate to each other.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
I loved that aspect. It came back to me.
We
need to talk about a big reveal that happened at the very beginning.
Yes.
Which is that potentially Luffy is like related, a grandson of the guy who hid the One Piece.
I don't know. It's weird, right?
Yeah. I just gotta say this. I hate that. If that ends up being true, I hate that trope. So I'm just going to set that out here. Wait, I don't like the idea that he was next specifically. Wait, what?
What trope do you hate specifically?
Well, you want to do this thing. You want to be king of the pirates or whatever it is. You want to be this thing. And it turns out it's actually in your blood.
Okay.
I hate that trope. It's like, no, let Luffy be cool and amazing just because he's cool and amazing. Yeah. I don't need him to be related to the guy who hid the One Piece. That is going to annoy me so much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I get you.
Yeah.
There's definitely more to it than what you've seen so far, and you may not hate it.
Okay, good. I just wanted to get that out there because I was just like, this is stupid. No, let him just be cool.
But that scene was kind of cool though, right? Like,
Garth was great.
Yeah. I mean, the two having a conversation, like they have this rivalry. They've chased each other all this time. They fought all this time.
Now, on the other hand, that's like a favorite trope when two enemies have a ton of respect for each other and are kind of friends.
Yes, but like we're still on opposite sides of this conflict. Like we still have different ideals, and that will never change. So we'll always be opposed. But you know,
I love that trope. No, I loved that scene because I love that when it's like we hate each other. We're on opposite sides, but also it's like we've almost come around. We hate each other so much now. We're like not together. Yeah, so I do love that. love Luffy's grandfather, though. Like, it was kind of a bummer. I know it's crazy to me because we still haven't gotten that reveal in the manga, right?
No, I know. People were really mad that the live action revealed that so early.
I know they are, except for the fact that that is one of my favorite. Like, I'm so interested in that.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
I mean, I don't have any qualm with them bringing that forward. They brought a lot of stuff forward, and I wonder if you noticed anything else that you were like, why is what? That wasn't in the manga. That shouldn't be here.
Well, what I just talked about wasn't in the manga, right? Am I
No,
forgetting?
that scene was not in the manga at all.
Okay, I didn't think so. I was like, I don't think we found that out in the manga.
No.
I was trying to remember because I did read the whale part a while ago, so I'm like, was that in there? And I just didn't remember.
Mhm.
But and then Luffy's grandfather. Well, I mean, so far in the manga, we've gotten way less of Smoker than in the live action. So that scene with the baseball lady wasn't there. That whole thing of them like seeing that the Marine camp was destroyed. And they also brought up a lot more Baroque works, it feels like, because I don't think in the manga we got introduced to the main guy at all.
The main guy? Who's the main guy?
Well,
the guy that we meet at the very end of the live action?
Mr. Zero?
Okay. Yes.
And then also Smoker. Is Smoker in the manga yet?
Yeah. His pants ate the girl's ice cream.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. You're right.
Yeah. So,
no, sorry, not Smoker. I didn't mean Smoker. I said Smoker. In my head, I was thinking of the guy he fights that protects Luffy at the end. Smoker's fighting Luffy. Who's that guy?
Is it Bart? Is it the one that Nami taught him how to steal? Like he tried to lift Nami's wallet, and she was like, "Go after an easy mark, not me."
No,
and then he goes after
that guy. Like, this guy is.
Oh, wait. Okay, hold up. The one that Smoker was about to kill him, and then he showed up, and then Smoker was terrified.
Yes.
Okay, was his name used?
An alias was. What's the alias? Oh no.
I'm too afraid to speak.
Don't say anything. That character, I don't think has been in the manga yet, right?
Yeah, he was.
I just don't remember. See, like I said, I read that volume right after season 1. So if it happened then, I don't quite remember as well.
Now, the scene that you saw in the live action didn't happen in the manga.
Okay, but we've seen the character. I don't think.
But he did show up in the manga.
Okay, because I was like, I don't remember that scene at all. Yeah, so that's the only thing, though. Is there something big I'm missing that was in the live action that wasn't in the manga?
No, if you didn't notice it, then that's fine.
Oh, God. That's so ominous.
No. Because there's certain things that they're bringing forward that I don't think are a big deal to bring forward because it's I don't think it reveals too much, and it's more like
they've revealed a lot apparently, but I think if it keeps you interested,
yeah.
I mean, I guess I have the volumes right here. I could check.
What are you checking on?
Well, I was going to check how much if his name was used.
I forgot how to read manga for a second there.
Did you start from the back?
Yeah. Oh, this isn't okay. How many volumes in is it?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong. You're the One Piece master.
I don't know.
I know. People are gonna be mad that I said that. Our last video, they were like, the blind leading the blind. I was like,
no,
cool.
I mean legit. Okay. Oh, the scene super was there in the manga.
Oh, I don't remember that at all. What chapter are we in?
This is chapter 100. So it's the last chapter that you read, right? Before you, after season 1?
Very possible.
Okay, so this is the scene that I was thinking of. It's during Luffy's execution. Let's see here. Okay, so we get the big lightning strike, which was a lot more comedic in tone in the live action, right?
Yes.
And then right after that, shortly after that, okay, the next chapter opens up with him standing in the rain.
Yeah, I'm there right here. I'm trying to see if they... Don't they say dragon? Is that all they call him?
Yes, that is what they call him. I couldn't remember if
his name was dragon in the show too, I believe.
Okay. Yes.
We're
So
back
you're
there.
so,
Okay, see, I did not remember that happening. I should have probably reread the chapter that I read before.
you are fine.
It's been like
So,
3 years.
okay, so this scene was a lot shorter in the manga.
Way shorter. It was much longer, and it was such a cool fight scene. The only thing I didn't love about it, for some reason, even though I had read it, in the live action, it felt a little bit too much like Luffy got away with luck twice in a row.
Okay.
Because you have the lightning strike, and then you have someone randomly showing up to save him. And for some reason, when I read it in the manga, it didn't feel that way. But for some reason, the live action, it did.
Hmm.
So I feel like they should have fixed that. Although I do feel like obviously it's gonna come back around and it's gonna make sense. But it is kind of interesting how it presented.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
In the show. You know who I thought wasn't like mind blowing now that we're saying that?
Who?
Glasses.
Glasses.
What's her name? Sword Glasses.
You're asking too much. Oh,
see, it's not just me.
No, they know it's me. They know.
I could tell you everything she ever wore or said, but not her name. That's kind of my MO. Well, I can go back to chapter 100 because she was just there. Let's see if they say her name. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Oh, here she is. Are they going to call her name?
Well, Zoro doesn't know her name.
Is it Tashigi?
Tashigi! Yes!
Yeah, I found it.
Good job.
I didn't like dislike her. I didn't think her performance was like super strong either.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Like I don't think it was bad casting. It wasn't necessarily like I think she could have maybe done more with the role. Potentially.
Yes, that's exactly how I feel. She was perfectly fine. And I really liked all of like the scene with him and the cursed sword and great. Testing the sword. Love. So everything that she was in, I enjoyed. But she wasn't one that wowed as much with her performance.
I think it's hard too because Smoker's such an absurd character. And again, the actor went so absurd with it in the best possible way that by contrast, I feel like it was a little hard for her to stand out.
Definitely makes sense. Yeah, I definitely prefer her in the manga at this point in the story.
Yeah, I just felt like she had more personality for whatever reason in the manga. Mm-hmm. Just a little missing from the show. The Smoker guy looked familiar. Turned out he was in Wheel of Time. So that was also funny because I barely recognized him.
No way. Well, this adaptation is being received a little bit better.
I did think that. I was like, oh, good for you. You're going to be in something that people like. Good for you. Hilariously, though, he played like a hot, beefy character in Wheel of Time.
Maybe that's just his thing.
So I'm like, oh, this is just your little. This is just your thing.
That's what he wants to be known as.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I think I'm really curious about the whole Baroque Works arc. Now that I know that wasn't all of it, that it's half. So, gosh. So are you expecting season 3 to be like, well, first, actually, did you like season 2 or season 1 better?
1.
Okay. So it wasn't crazy that I liked season 1 better.
No, to me, it was negligible. I had a great time with both.
Yeah, mine is definitely bigger. Do you anticipate season 3 to be better?
Than season 1 or than season 2?
Season 2.
Yes.
Just because of the emotional stuff?
Yeah, just because I know it's coming, and I know where the live action strengths are, and I think it'll play off of it'll go well, I think.
Now there weren't as many, in my opinion, huge changes. We talked about most of them, I think. Huge changes between the manga and live action. I feel like there were bigger changes in season 1, probably because they fit a full, 11 volumes in 8 episodes versus, I don't know, like 6 volumes this time. But was there any big change we haven't discussed yet?
Not that I can think of. I mean, they switched who got the booger bomb or the earwax bomb between Dory and Broggy, but I don't feel like that made a big difference.
There was a lot of little stuff like that, like the end battle with Warple is like slightly different, but it never felt big. Actually, one addition that I loved the live action did that I actually was sad went away in the last half of the season was I love that cool sword guy. Cool sword guy is haunting Zoro. If I just hold the sword like he does,
Mihawk.
you'll know who I'm talking about.
It's okay, Mihawk. Yeah, no, it's
Mihawk.
good.
I loved when Mihawk is like in Zoro's head.
Me
loved
too.
that.
Yes, it was such a good addition, and it added so much to Zoro's character. It gave him that depth that we definitely
100%.
needed from him.
100%. I was like kind of bummed it didn't keep going because I was so riveted and like he's doing something. He's like, that's all you got. Like that he's like in his head. And he's obviously like he killed that character. So I was just glad he also got to be in season 2 a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
obviously
no.
we haven't seen him in the manga. So
Right. Yeah, that was completely added, and it was such a good choice. Just like giving us a look inside of the very stoic, quiet character that we don't know what's going on in his head. We got to see inside of his head in a way that was very like clear, but also subtle. You know, nothing's being laid out for us. We just see what his subconscious is doing to him.
100%. And I actually think that's a strength of the live action overall. I feel like they actually develop characters very naturally and very well. And I'm sure that also is going to continue to happen in the manga. I mean, the manga's so long, you just get more time with your characters. But I feel like they're very good at fitting in that in a very short amount of time, legitimate character growth and arcs for the characters.
Definitely. So on that note, which Straw Hat do you think is the most true to their manga form?
It's a good question. Probably Luffy.
Okay.
I think Luffy's the most true because I think Zoro and Nami have been kind of seriousified a little bit compared to the manga.
Sure.
And then so maybe after Luffy, I would probably say Usopp.
Okay.
And then the furthest away, I mean, they soften. Oh my gosh.
Probably Sanji, hey?
Sanji. Oh my gosh, I just went so freaking blank. That's crazy.
Okay.
I love Sanji, so like, I don't know. His name just like went blank. This is why I don't usually record in the afternoon because I'm a morning person, people. Sanji, they soften so much in the show compared to the manga. So I feel like in many ways,
my next question was going to be which Straw Hat do you think was amplified by the live action?
I mean, I feel like it's going to be unpopular, but I actually prefer the Nami of the live action to the Nami of the manga.
That's a great compliment to Emily.
I love her.
That's wonderful.
I know, and she's a big fan, so I think it's good that she's doing it.
She's a big fan. Yes, absolutely.
I just think that will be unpopular. I feel like what I've seen is people don't like that she's less jokey in the show.
Okay.
And less like happy and putting on a front, but I don't know. I really love her performance.
So I think I love her performance in season 2. I actually didn't love her performance as much in season 1. I didn't feel like she was quite in step with her character yet. I felt like I saw her acting a little bit more.
It's quite different than the manga in a lot of ways.
It's very different. And it might just be because she had to play that hardened role when we first met her, and now she's able to relax more into just being a part of the crew, and that's just more natural for Emily. But I thought season 2, Emily knocked it out of the park. I absolutely love her representation of Nami.
Yeah, I remember thinking in season 1 that it was quite the shock for me when I read the manga because Nami did not feel like the Nami I knew at all.
Yes.
At first. So I think because I was live action first, I really attached to that version of the character. So I think that is where it's different. I mean, who do you think is the best, closest to their manga form?
So I was going to say Nami.
You were going to say Nami.
I was going to say Nami is the closest, not because I think she's 1-to-1, but just because at least in season 2, I think she has what Nami actually is, even though she's a little bit less jokey, but her like sternness and leadership, and like she's usually the one that kind of brings people back together, but also she's a little bit manipulative where she's like, you know what, we're going to go shopping, you know, and Luffy, don't you want to go to the pirate town? Don't you want to do this? You know, that I think she nails all that, and it feels so natural. And it is Nami, even if it's not everything that Nami does in the manga.
Yeah, and I did love that scene because I do think it shows her humor without it being quite as over the top as in the manga.
Yes. Yeah,
I did
definitely.
love when she's like telling him shopping. Speaking of shopping, actually, there were
Uh-huh.
some great outfits in season 2.
Yes, there are.
I 100% would wear Luffy's red jumpsuit. I'm so in love with it. I 100%. I actually, after a while, I started thinking like, because the
I like
costume
it.
is so fun in the show, and they do take. I think they do such a good job of taking anime costumes and somehow making them real clothing.
Uh-huh.
And so I did sometimes judge like who would I want to play on the show based on costuming alone? Because some people do get bummer costumes, and some people just get such cool ones.
Mm-hmm. So who would it be?
I mean, it would be Luffy in the jumpsuit.
Oh, okay.
I would wear the jumpsuit. No, I
If you
think
got a role in live action that you could actually play.
oh, I know, no, no. I would say I think unfortunately, as much as I love her, Vivi gets some of the worst outfits. So
She actually
unfortunate for
does.
her. She does.
I really agree.
It's actually quite horrific. I don't know. I don't know if I love any of the female costumes a ton. I think Nami has the best ones.
I think Nami has the best ones.
Nami has the best ones, so I'll give it to her. But back to your point, who is the least like their counterpart then?
Oh, I don't know. The
Do you think
least,
it's Sanji?
I don't think, yeah, I guess it would be. So as far as like the question of most improved, Sanji would get that for me.
Oh, really? You didn't like him last season?
Most improved from their manga form. I really like live
Oh,
action.
oh, I see what you're saying.
Yes, I really like live action Sanji because he is still the attentive gentleman. He's still bickering with Zoro. He's still all the good things about Sanji, but then the like over the top simp, and you probably haven't seen some of the stuff that I don't like about Sanji. Is now just like him being suave, basically, which I think I like a lot better.
I'll be interested because a lot of people kept being like, because I said, oh, I don't think Sanji's that bad in the manga. I was like, I think they kind of like softened him a lot and they could have kept some of it in. And everyone's like, see, but then it's like the more I hear, it's like, I clearly just haven't gotten to the bad Sanji parts yet. Because
That's
I don't
probably what it is.
I feel like that must be what it is. Like he definitely was a little over top in the first one, but it never crossed a line for me. I just thought it was like a little silly. I do think it ends up getting repetitive, and I appreciate that they've made it in a way in the live action that doesn't feel repetitive, which I think is nice. But I mean, I quite like all the main ones. And like I said, I think for me, Usopp was most improved in the live action from season 1 to season 2 because he doesn't annoy me.
I think a lot of it comes down to the writing. I think he just got better writing in season 2 for him.
More for him to do, and like something to do with overall. But yeah, so I think they've already started filming season 3, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, so it'll be a shorter distance. I'm super curious. I wonder what's after Baroque Works.
So the whole saga is called Alabasta, and if I'm not mistaken, the arc they stopped right before the Alabasta arc.
Doesn't it say Baroque Works on the side of this?
Which one? Which
13,
volume
14, 15 says Baroque Works, and so does 16, 17, 18.
They do say Baroque Works. You're right. Yeah, it even says it in the overhead. Okay.
Let me Google One Piece.
Don't Google. Stop it. Stop Googling.
I was just gonna Google the name of the arcs. Is that a spoiler?
Well, no, but Google is just so unsafe. Hold on.
All I was gonna put is One Piece arc names.
Okay, you can do that.
That's all I was gonna put in. You scared me. I closed it.
That is so interesting. I've never noticed that it's called Baroque Works on the manga.
This is so funny though, because you're right. It says East Blue and then it says Arabasta.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I've been calling it Alabasta the whole time. Did they change the R and the L again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Alabasta. It's okay. It's very confusing.
Okay, so Sky Island is next.
Yes.
Is that... So That's the only reason I want to know. You're so cagey about this. The only reason I'm asking, first of all, I'm so confused that everyone's calling it Alabasta and that's not what it says on the side. I
That
think
is
they
very
need to get
confusing.
together and figure that out because that's annoying.
That's very confusing.
I'll put sticky notes over. Second, so Sky, whatever I just said. What did I
Yeah.
just say? Sky Island. Do you think that's also going to have to be 2 seasons?
So, yes, it will.
Could it be 12 episodes in 1 season?
Yes, it could.
I mean, okay. First of all, I know One Piece has a long history of never ending. So I understand that perhaps making 800 seasons out of one arc, we're used to that. I get that. I'm not trying to offend One Piece fans. I do think for the live action, it would be a lot better if they found a way to stop cutting these in half. I just green light more seasons. Or I'll go back on it. Or if you really want to do 2 seasons, they've got to come out really close together.
Yeah.
Like, so you film them and then it's like, okay, fine, you do this season. And then it's like 6 months later, I get the continuation. Because I think in the long run, it's going to hurt it constantly not getting the full emotional arc. Imagine if you cut East Blue in half.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. In my opinion, I think Sky Island could be Skypiea. I think Skypiea could be.
Is it supposed to be Skypiea?
Well, it's Jaya and Skypiea. That's how it's split up.
Well, I'm just so angry. And then it's called Water 7. What
that's
are
correct.
these names?
Okay. I think that all of Skypiea, that whole saga, could be a single season. It totally could. I just think it wouldn't surprise me if they decided to split it up into 2. I hope they don't, but it wouldn't surprise me if they decided to split it up into 2.
Yeah, who do we write to? Who do we boycott and say just give us 12 episodes?
Or else.
I
think it would be Netflix, but that might hurt the whole thing.
12 episodes or else we'll all stop watching. Every single one of us.
Netflix is stubborn
Straw Hats unite. We can do it.
We can do it. The 2 of us will on our own make this
happen. The 2 of us will show up to Netflix headquarters.
Yeah. No, I hope they do it in 1, and I think that they could. So we'll just see.
Yeah, I just feel like the momentum has really been lost because I know it's likely going to be 2 years till I see the next one, which is why I think I am becoming less patient to wait for the live action because season 1 was a good end.
Mm-hmm.
So it was easy actually to kind of wait. Now I'm just frustrated because it's just like I didn't, you stopped in the middle of a story.
Yeah. I think you just have to become a manga girly. You just have to keep reading and then keep reading some more because you got to know what's going on with Water 7.
Do I need to go on with Water 7? Should I see what one intrigues me the most? Wait, let me reopen this. What story arc? Summit War, Fishman Island, Dressrosa, Whole Cake Island. Oh, I'm reading for Whole Cake Island.
You're reading. Okay, you heard it here, everybody. She's reading through Whole Cake Island.
I said for Whole Cake Island, not through. Don't get it twisted. That would be like 10 years of my life. How many chapters is that? Is that like chapter 2000?
No. You could get to Whole Cake Island in 6 months.
If I read nothing else.
Well.
Oh, is that a challenge? If I wanted to go broke.
Yeah. Well, you could just get a Viz subscription, which
I hate reading manga online. I hate reading normal books online, but reading manga online sounds like torture.
Do you have an iPad or something of the like?
Yeah, I don't. That's terrible.
Big screen?
No, absolutely 100% no. I think I am going to just start using the library for them because my son already looked at the library because he's kind of annoyed that he's read them all and that's it. And I'm like, I don't want to buy any more. So we'll probably that or I'm going to look on. We're Haikyuu fans, the volleyball manga.
Yes.
I found the whole thing on a Facebook marketplace.
Amazing.
For way cheaper. I mean, it was still expensive, but like way, way cheaper.
Yeah.
So I think I just need to keep an eye out at like.
You can buy them just in their sagas.
Half-priced books. I know, but that's still really expensive. It's expensive.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got to keep an eye out. Half-price books, like eBay. Because this is what I found out with manga people. because this is the Haikyuu. This has nothing to do with One Piece, but just really quick. That person I bought Haikyuu from, so it's 45 volumes.
Mm-hmm.
The person bought all 45 before they tried it. And then they read 2 and decided they didn't like it, and that's why they were trying to sell it. And I was like, the idea. I won't even buy a trilogy, Merphy. I buy one book at a time because at any time I might stop. I never, ever, even something I love, I have never bought all the books at once. I buy them one at a time.
I don't know what the masses do, but I've known multiple manga readers to do this, where they just get the whole series and they're like, boy, I hope I like it.
I Googled it. Apparently that's a thing. I was like, do people just buy manga? And it's like, yes. So all I'm saying is somebody out there bought a lot of One Piece and then got to Munch Munch Fruit and was like, no. Got to Booger Bombs and was like, no. So I just got to find that person who is willing to sell it to me for like half price.
Yes. Perfect.
Also, I'll probably just use my library.
Yeah, if they have it, then absolutely you should.
Yeah. I mean, it'll probably be a while. It'll probably have lots of holds, but you can do it.
That'll be good. You can do it and you will love it. I'm excited. I specifically want you to get through Enislabi. That's where I want you to be.
Where is that?
Right after Water 7.
Oh, geez. Murph. Let's start with me maybe finishing Alabasta.
My expectations are low.
I do feel like everyone should be lucky that my son likes it, because I feel like it's more likely I'll go on because he will be enthusiastic about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say, I think it's likely I at least finish through volume 18 because this is sort of killing me. So I think I will at least finish through 18. I think it's more like, it's hard because I think it's fun to be show first.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll give it to the next season. I'll just read a little bit. But I don't know. It's kind of hard if it's really going to be 3 years per season. At some point, it's like, I kind of just want to read the story.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. I think that's what you should do. I think the entire comment section will agree.
Wow. Yeah, that's not hard. They'll agree about that one thing, I'm sure. Except it's not done yet.
Read One Piece.
Maybe I'll read it when it's done.
Okay.
Because then I won't have to start for at least 6 more years.
I have no idea. I don't know, but
is it going to have an end? I asked you this last time and you told me yes, but...
Yes, the answer is yes. It will have an end.
Does the story keep progressing?
In what sense?
Do characters keep having arcs that make sense over all of these chapters? Because I do have a hard time with stories that I feel like aren't going anywhere.
I think Oda will continue to do everything you want him to do for a very long time. Okay. And then there will be a point where he shifts his focus more on the wider world and the lore and less
so there'll be a Wheel of Time slog.
I would not say that. That's a little intense.
So you're saying there's the 4 books where everything's about every possible side character and you know everything about the possible world, and then maybe we come back to action.
No, it's not quite like that. Because our Straw Hats are still always around. It's just that
the main characters of Wheel of Time are always around too.
It's just that Oda's focus is less on giving his Straw Hats these really dynamic character arcs. And it's more so on really dynamic character arcs for side characters and deeper exploration of the world as a whole and like how that builds out.
I'm not against it. I'll have to become a believer though.
Yeah, we'll
see.
Just give him some more time. You have seen nothing yet with where you are.
Okay. I mean, I believe that. I don't think I had anything else. Is there something I missed that you wanted to talk about?
No, I think we did great. I mean, like, you barely wanted to talk about Laboon. You're just like, yeah, good. Okay, bye. So, I mean, like, whatever. But no, it was good.
We could talk more.
No, it's fine. I don't even care.
What do you want to talk about? Tell me why.
It's just my favorite episode of both seasons. I just love it so much.
I think it was one of those things, like, I knew it was going to happen. right? I think like sometimes I like when it being surprised, you know? So I think I felt more strongly when I read it
Yeah.
because that was the first time I experienced it.
I guess you.
But
It's
it was
fine.
good. It was good. It was a strong episode. It was good. I was born without a heart, Merphy.
Great. Awesome. Well,
I
I'm
do
glad
feel
you
like-
enjoyed season 2. What?
Yeah, I just feel like there's like less to talk about because the story isn't finished. I just feel like I'm gonna have so much more to say once I really know the end
Mhm.
of the arc. So I'm really curious. I actually look, I've Googled too much. Do I have your permission to Google when season 3 is coming out?
Yes.
I wonder if they have a date yet. Date. Oh, it's released in 2027. So actually, that's not bad. It's already in production. It finished filming.
Oh, no way. They finished filming?
That's what the Google said.
Amazing.
They said 2027.
Okay,
so
now close out of that tab. Don't look at any of the things that it says about season 3.
I closed immedially out of it.
Thank you.
Gone. I didn't even look at the pictures. I just looked at the words.
Just text me if you have questions.
Googling. I mean, I did. Why am I on chapter 140 and we've covered everything? So that actually is good. So I guess it'll be, my guess would be what? It's going to be the end of 2027, probably. So it'll just, when did this one come out?
This one came out in March.
It came out in March, right? So I guess it'll be just about a year in between. That's not terrible.
Yeah.
I'll forget them, I guess.
Great. I'm excited. It's going to be a really good season.
It is great. I wonder if they've, okay, I'm going to Google if they've started filming season 4.
I'm sure they haven't.
I'm sure they haven't either. Oh, they haven't even renewed it.
Yeah, I didn't think so. They will. Don't worry.
I mean, I don't have to worry because I can read it.
Yes.
Is the good news.
What a great perspective you have.
However, I'd be very disappointed. Anyway, we don't need to talk about this again. I get really annoyed about this stuff. Like,
yeah,
just give them 2 seasons at a time. But maybe they'll do 4 and 5 together again or something. I mean, 3 and 4. I don't know.
Maybe.
No. 3's done. I mean, 4 and 5.
I think that the series is successful enough that they should be able to do that. They should.
I wish we knew numbers. I will Google that later. I wonder what the numbers are. I think it was one of their highest viewed. I wonder how season 2 did though.
I don't keep up with that at all.
I didn't either. So I should go look at ratings and stuff. That's not for this conversation. That's the stuff that's important to know though, because that's all execs care about.
Yeah. I know it did really well. I know that season 1 was like top of their list for a really long time, and I know that season 2 came really close to that.
And I think from what at least the comments in my last video, I think in general the fandom also has been enjoying it.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think they've turned against it.
No. I mean, like some have, but yeah, it's been well.
There's always people. I mean, like generally, I haven't seen that as like a common.
Yeah, it's been well
sentiment. So that's helpful too, since there's just a lot of them to keep it alive.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, well, thank you for being my guide into One Piece, even if apparently we know nobody's names.
I'm the one you know, so I'm the one you got.
Yeah, you know what? You guys can correct us in the comments. You know what I mean? That's your place. You guys can go correct us in the comments.
In fact, if we didn't give you opportunities to correct us, you would be disappointed. So you're welcome.
Disappointed. I guess you know what I never thought about is because I'm really anti-spoiler. I should go check out some of your One Piece videos now over the stuff that I've read. I have definitely seen a couple videos of yours that I didn't understand at all, and I figured were One Piece references. Really? So I can't wait to figure out what those are.
Okay, sure.
There's one specific one where you're dressed up. Is that a One Piece thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so someday I'll understand it. I was interested. I clicked on it. You know what I mean?
Past Merphy never considers how much she will embarrass future Merphy.
I I liked it. I didn't understand any of it, but I liked it. So
Which one was it?
I think you were dressed up as like a doctor.
Oh, okay.
Well, it was a long time ago. So was that the doctors from this? Like, would I understand it now?
Nope.
Okay. I think that was like right after I watched season 1.
Yeah. It was for a recent event.
I clicked and watched it, and I was like, I don't know what any of this means, but that's okay.
I was a scientist.
Oh, you were a scientist. Okay. Yeah. That's the video I watched. It was great.
Yeah, great. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Anyway, thank you for always joining me. Maybe we'll be back for season 3. We'll see. People did request this a lot. I had a lot, like every video I've posted since season 2 dropped, people were like, are you gonna talk to Merphy? And I was like, my friend, I haven't even finished season 2 yet.
It's like,
give me a second.
How do you not instantly giving me content the second something drops?
You watched it so fast. I am not a TV binger at all, and I hate when shows drop all 8 episodes at once because it makes me so stressed, because I'm just like, I don't want to hear anyone talk about it, and it took us like a full month to get through it, which I enjoyed. I like being able to enjoy the episodes.
Oh, I hate a full season drop too. Like, I don't like it I don't mind it because I like watched it with my patrons. We all hung out and watched it together, and that was like a good community time. But as far as like making content, like I was making content, you know how it is. I was making the videos in rapid fire, and then life was crazy. Like my husband's spinal surgery was at the same time that all this was happening. And I just got so overwhelmed that I couldn't do it anymore. And so I just stopped. And then I finally came back. And by the time I came back, like no one was interested anymore. And it's like, well, that's how it is when everything has to happen right now.
Well, I know. And it's like at some point, sometimes I do, like, I just don't care if people aren't interested, because at some point I want to preserve my experience. Yeah. It's like, I don't want to feel rushed. That's how Wheel of Time for me is like so hard. That's why season 3 Wheel of Time, I was like, guys, I'm not covering it episode by episode. I just literally don't care. Like, oh, well.
Yep.
You have to. But you have people who care about your opinion. So people did watch it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. People still watched it. I mean, it was fine. It's just,
you just don't get those. Yeah. Guys, this is the hard thing about being a content creator. We need to go back to the once a week episode drop.
We'll put that in our letter that we write to somebody.
That will be in our letter to Netflix.
Give us weekly drops and give us 12 episodes.
12 episode weekly drops, 2 seasons greenlit at a time and filmed at the same time.
We'll draft up a letter tomorrow.
And if any of you want to just tell us if you will sign it.
We'll make a petition. Perfect.
Make a petition.
We'll just put it on the internet for someone to see, because we don't know who to send it to.
To whom it may concern.
To whom it may concern.
At Netflix. Drop us your best legal jargon in the comments that we can include in our To Whom It May Concern letter. You got really concerned. Not legal jargon against us.
I immediately forgot what we were talking about, and I was like, why are we in legal jargon now? Where does that come up?
Stay with us, Merphy. We're getting 12 episodes.
It's 3 hours later than me. Your brain doesn't work in the afternoons.
Thanks for coming. On that note, bye.